It started with one verse, 3 words that shook the entire rap industry: "Mother f the big 3." What followed wasn't just a rap beef, it became the most explosive hip-hop war of the streaming era. Diss tracks dropped within hours of each other, career-ending allegations flew from both sides, billions of streams were generated, lawsuits were filed, Grammy Awards were won. And somehow,
my girl split the bucket to KFC. She listening to Drake, and all I can say, damn, these is that much better than me, baby.
The story still isn't. This is the complete Drake versus Kendrick Lamar timeline from Like That to Drake's Iceman era.
I need y'all to know, this is my first motherfucking time out here, you dig?
Visions of Martin Luther staring at me.
To understand why 2024 exploded, we have to start with a song that wasn't even supposed to be a diss track. In October 2023, Drake and J. Cole released First Person Shooter. On the song, Cole famously referred to himself, Drake, and Kendrick as the big 3 of rap. Most fans viewed it as respect. Kendrick did not. 5 months later, the response arrived. March 2024. Future and Metro Boomin released Like That, and Kendrick used a guest verse to detonate hip-hop. He rejected the Big 3 label entirely. The message was simple: there is no Big 3. There is only Kendrick.
Yeah, like, damn, this next level that I'm going to, will I get caught up in the lifestyle and would that make me or break me? And that was what the whole record was about when I did the interlude.
The verse instantly became the biggest conversation in music and officially launched the war. For a brief moment, Cole jumped into the fight. He released 7-minute Drill, taking shots at Kendrick. But less than 48 hours later, Cole publicly apologized and removed himself from the conflict. It would prove to be the smartest decision anyone made all year. Because what came next was chaos. Drake finally responded with push-ups. The track mocked Kendrick's height, questioned his relevance, and challenged him to respond. Fans generally agreed Drake came prepared. For the first time, it felt like he was treating Kendrick as a serious threat. Then, Drake escalated things further. He released Tailor-Made Freestyle. The track became instantly controversial because it used AI-generated voices resembling Tupac and Snoop Dogg. The internet exploded. Some called it creative. Others called it The track was eventually removed after legal pressure involving Tupac's estate. But the damage was done. The beef had become the biggest story in music. Then, Kendrick finally arrived. April 30th, Euphoria, 6 minutes and 24 seconds of pure aggression. This wasn't a quick response. This was a character assassination.
The way you said you was on the album.
Yeah.
Did the industry cause that?
Not the industry, just the change.
Kendrick questioned Drake's authenticity, his parenting, his identity, his relationships. And most importantly, Kendrick repeatedly emphasized something fans had debated for years. He didn't merely dislike Drake's music. He disliked Drake as a person. Euphoria immediately shifted momentum. Many fans felt Kendrick had delivered the first truly devastating blow.
This is my brother A$AP Rocky. This is my brother Kendrick Lamar.
I'm on this motherfucking Club Paradise tour, matter of fact. My nigga Drake, TDE, High Power in this, you know?
But Kendrick wasn't finished. 3 days later, he dropped 616 in LA. The track felt different, less explosive, more cynical. Kendrick claimed people inside Drake's circle were secretly feeding him information. He warned Drake that worse was coming. At the time, many listeners thought it was bluffing. Hours later, they discovered it wasn't. That same night, Drake fired back with Family Matters, and for a moment, it looked like Drake had won. The song was nearly 8 minutes long. It targeted Kendrick, Future, Metro Boomin, Rick Ross, and others. Drake accused Kendrick of domestic abuse, questioned his family life, and claimed Kendrick's manager Dave Free was actually the father of Kendrick's son. The music video was cinematic. The bars were direct. The internet exploded for about 20 minutes. Because that's how long Drake got to celebrate.
People I can put on here that the label wants me to put on here, but I fight for this one reason, man. Like, I fight to promote what I love. You know what I'm saying? I fight to promote the music that I truly love. So
roughly an hour later, Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams. and hip-hop stopped breathing. Instead of responding bar for bar, Kendrick addressed Drake's family, his mother, his father, his son, and an alleged secret daughter. The track sounded less like a diss record and more like a psychological horror film. Fans couldn't believe what they were hearing. Drake's biggest response was instantly buried beneath Kendrick's counterattack. Then, Kendrick somehow topped himself. Less than 24 hours later came Not Like Us. Unlike Meet the Grahams, this wasn't dark. It was catchy, club-ready, easy to chant, easy to dance to. And that's what made it dangerous. Instead of being a diss track people respected, it became a diss track people celebrated. The song dominated social media, sporting events, nightclubs, radio stations, streaming services. It debuted at #1 and eventually became one of the biggest records of Kendrick's career.
Really, money really don't make me. I'm learning that now. You know, that's not really my peace of mind, having money.
For many fans, this was the knockout punch. The song transformed the beef from a rap battle into a cultural moment. Suddenly, everyone knew the lyrics, even people who didn't follow hip-hop, and Drake needed an answer. Fast, the answer arrived with The Heart Part 6. Unfortunately for Drake, it wasn't received the way he hoped. The title itself referenced Kendrick's famous Heart series. Drake denied the allegations Kendrick had made, repeated claims about Kendrick's family, and attempted to explain why many of Kendrick's accusations were false. But public reaction was largely negative. Many critics and fans felt the record sounded defensive. Instead of regaining momentum, Drake appeared to be retreating. And then, silence. No more diss tracks. No final round. No dramatic conclusion. The battle simply ended. At least musically. But the fallout was only beginning. Not Like Us became a cultural phenomenon. Kendrick performed it repeatedly. The song won major awards. It became the defining record of the entire conflict. Meanwhile, Drake chose a different route.
I love Electra Chung's shoulders.
You love the shoulders?
I just love her shoulders.
She's actually blushing as well.
The courtroom. He filed legal actions connected to the promotion and distribution of Not Like Us, arguing that the song's success had been artificially boosted and that false allegations had been amplified. The legal battle became almost as controversial as the music itself.
Man, I wish it was like maybe 7 years ago, or maybe like 10 years ago, where, you know, catch elevator, beat them up.
Then came another twist. November 2024, Kendrick released GNX and included a track called Heart PT6. Many fans viewed it as Kendrick reclaiming the title Drake had borrowed during the feud. Even without directly addressing Drake, the symbolism was impossible to ignore.
I wonder why these in the front of the bus just cracking up, like hitting walls and shit, just crying. I'm like, what you niggas talking about? They mute, they stop laughing, right? I just hear X going off on a laptop, just spazzing. I'm like, what the fuck going on?
War had ended, but the scorekeeping hadn't. Which brings us to Iceman, Drake's next major solo era. After spending much of 2025 rebuilding, Drake entered 2026 with a new project and a new narrative. Iceman arrived carrying the weight of the biggest loss of his career and the expectations of millions of fans waiting to see how he would respond. Some listeners viewed Iceman as a comeback, others viewed it as damage control. But one thing became clear: the Kendrick battle had changed Drake forever. Every lyric, every chart performance, every interview, every release would now be viewed through the lens of 2024. Because rap fans never forget, and despite the silence between them, many believe the rivalry isn't truly over. The music may have stopped, but the tension remains, and in hip-hop, that's often how the next chapter begins. So after everything, who actually won? Was it Kendrick with Not Like Us, the song that took over the world? Or Drake, who remains one of the biggest artists in music despite the backlash? Drop your verdict in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this complete breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because when the next chapter of Drake vs. Kendrick finally arrives, you'll want to be here for it. Thanks for watching.